We all heard the tragic news of crocodile hunter Steve Erwin's death this week. Very sad. I had the opportunity to meet him a number of years ago. We were flying back from Australia, and we sat behind him and his wife. And he slept most of the time. We talked with him a little bit, talked more with his wife, but you know, we've all seen his show on TV, and he just was so full of energy and passion and excitement. And we all were seriously thinking that probably one of these days, you know, Steve's gonna get killed, if not hurt. I mean, I said to my wife, watching him, you know, one of these days you're gonna pick up a newspaper and read that this guy got killed by a venomous snake, because wrestling a crocodile is one thing, but when you're holding a snake that with one bite can kill you, like Steve would, you know that's dangerous stuff. Now, as I was a kid, I used to have a lot of snakes. I don't know why, I really liked them a lot. And one way you don't hold a snake, you try to always get a snake right behind its neck and hold him there so you can control him. When you're holding a snake by its middle and it's still writhing around, he can come right back and get you. And Steve would hold snakes like that, very venomous snakes. And I saw him interviewed in a program, and the question was asked, do you carry anti-snake venom with you in case you're bitten? And his response was no, because I will never be bitten. So here's a guy who handled the most venomous snakes in the world, who literally wrestled with crocodiles, but yet he was killed. How? By being hit by a stingray in the heart. Here's how it was described in USA Today. Quote, anchored at Bat Reef off the resort town of Port Douglas in Queensland, Erwin, 44, slipped into the water with a cameraman to film a school of stingrays. For a man who had tussled with crocs, venomous snakes, and other frightening creatures, this was just going to be a leisurely swim. Better than most anyone, he knew that stingrays are docile, so they generally put up with the prying eyes and underwater cameras of amateur divers. Then it happened. As he was snorkeling in waters no more than 10 feet deep, he passed above a bull ray, which can grow up to 7 feet in diameter. For some reason, it stopped and suddenly whipped its razor-sharp tail directly up toward Erwin and plunged the deep barb into his chest, piercing the heart. And of course, you know that he pulled the barb out and then died shortly afterwards. A fellow animal expert from the United States named Jack Hanna said that was so unexpected. He said, his quote, it would be like hearing that I was killed by a poodle. This is the idea. People don't get killed by stingrays in general. You get hurt by a stingray, but they don't generally kill you. It's because it pierced his heart, okay? So here's my point. Sometimes we're wrestling with the big old crocodiles of temptation or the venomous snakes of sin. And, you know, we know they're dangerous. We've got our guard up. But a lot of times the way the devil will get us is when we're just cruising around and we've kind of lowered our guard and we think all is well and nothing's going to happen to me, and bam, you get nailed with the temptation that you find yourself giving into.